Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about flexibility. So what is flexibility? Flexibility is the ability of a joint to actually move through an unrestricted and pain-free range of motion. So some benefits to a regular stretching routine would be enhanced performance, decreased risk of injury, increased blood supply and nutrients to joint structures, increased neuromuscular coordination, and reduced muscular tightness and joint mobility, or increased joint mobility. So there's two types of stretching. The very first one is dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching is the controlled movements that prepare your muscles, uh, ligaments, and other soft tissues for performance and safety. So some examples of this would be a full arm circles or leg swings. And generally, this is done at the beginning of a workout. The second type of stretching is static stretching, which is generally what people think of whenever they're asked about stretching. So static stretching is a stretch in which you stand, sit, or lie still and hold a single position for a period of time, generally about 45 seconds. Um, some examples of this would be like a quad stretch or a hamstring stretch, and these are generally done at the end of your workout. So how often should you stretch? Right now, recommendations say that you need to stretch for about 2 to 3 times a week, if not more. They will say that you can stretch every day, especially if you have really tight muscles. But for someone who's already pretty flexible as it is, you generally don't want to stretch for more than 2 to 3 times a week. For the length of a stretch, typically, static stretches are held for 45 seconds, but recent research has shown that doing 15-second increments for 4 repetitions to have a total time of about 60 seconds has better benefits than just holding one stretch for 45 seconds in total. So how would you progress your stretches? So if your muscles are pretty tight, you'll want to just repeat the stretches that you know are working or that you've been prescribed. You'll want to just do those more per week if you have really tight muscles there. If not, then you can hold for more repetitions to increase your total time stretching. But however, though, you do not want to have your total time stretching a muscle group exceed 2 minutes because this can create hypermobility, which is the muscles, ligaments, and tendons become lax and they're unable to provide support to the joints. So you actually overstretch your muscles and tendons to where they won't be able to contract back to the normal position. Generally, this is thought of as whenever you roll your ankle. People who roll their ankles will roll their ankles more often because they have overstretched that tendon, and therefore that tendon cannot go back to its original state, and it's stretched too far to create a good stable joint space. So a good pre-workout stretching program, you can do forward leg swings for about 15 reps each leg for about 4 sets. This will equal out to about 60 seconds. And then you can do the side leg swings to get your gluteus medius. You can do that for about 15 reps each leg, 4 sets as well to get around that 60-second time mark. Then you can do hip rotations. So you'll want to do these for about 15 seconds in the clockwise direction, and then you can do 15 seconds in the counterclockwise direction. And that'll count as two sets. So you'll want to essentially do 2 in the clockwise direction and then 2 in the counterclockwise direction. Same thing for arm circles. You want to do 2 in the forward direction and then 2 in the reverse direction as well. And then a good post-workout stretching program. You have your hamstring stretch, which you'll just sit on the ground and then lean forward with the straight back. You have your quad stretch that you can lean against the wall and pull your ankle up to your glutes, and then that'll help stretch out your quad. And then you also have a good glute stretch. For the glute stretch, you'll want to get in a chair and get stable. And then, like this guy in the example, you want to bring your ankle up to your other knee and then flatten out your leg as much as you can. Keep your back very straight, look forward, and then lean over. You'll feel a really deep stretch in your glutes, and this has been shown to help a little bit of back pain as well. And then for the last stretch post-workout, you can do a child's pose. This will help stretch out your lats and then your upper back and your pectoralis muscles as well. And the glute stretch and the child's pose stretch you can hold for about 15 seconds each, and you can do about 4 sets. And these are my citations in case you guys might want to read up a little bit more. Thank you.